What's up, y'all? I'm your co-host, Kales,
And I'm your co-host, Dre.
and this is
Vibes from the South.
Week 2.
Awesome.
Definitely week 2. Second video.
We got through week 1, y'all. We told y'all about what the podcast is about. We spoke on our culture, what it was like growing up. We gave messages to the youth, and apparently y'all favorite was when we talked about the locations that we went to growing up. Dre, you got a lot of slander about this Boulevard statement, man.
They wanted to cut my neck off, dog.
Man, look, you got to think, man. This is a podcast. This is a live recording. There's a plethora of places that we went to growing up in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Like, I could have said Pentagon. You know what I'm saying? I could have said Iverson Mall. I could have said, you know what I'm saying, a lot of places.
Georgetown.
So, you know what I'm saying? It just was an on-the-spot question, and we just had our landmarks. We all been there. We all old. We missed the times, and you know what I'm saying? The Boulevard ain't that bad, y'all. Cut the Boulevard out some slack.
Come on now.
The Boulevard was like the Merlin Gallery place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We know the Boulevard is a medical boulevard now.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Only thing good up there is the Carolina Kitchen, but come on now.
Yeah.
Don't fake like it wasn't a spot. And y'all wasn't taking that long ass blue train ride all the way up to Largo.
I'm telling you. And you know the train stations used to close early too, so you had to go up there early in the afternoon.
Come on, man.
But yeah, y'all, this episode 2. The topics that we're gonna talk on today are legacy and generational wealth. So, legacy. What is a legacy? A legacy is an account of things that matter most in your life, the lessons you learn, and the values you cherish the most. So, Dre, I want to ask you, when you think of legacy, what's some of the things that you think of when you hear that word, or the type of motivation you get when you hear that word?
When I hear legacy, I think of generational wealth for sure. Something that you can leave behind that, not only your family will remember you as, but potentially, the world or your community. It depends on, the level of legacy that you're willing to actually leave this earth upon on. So, it depends on, what you want to do in life. So, for instance, I'm dipping and dabbing in everything. So I'm into the community and, my job and everything else that I got going on. So, like, I'm leaving a legacy everywhere that I step. Not only for me, but for my girls too. So when they get older, they can continue what I got going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even with when it come down to my business is considered legacy.
Mm-hmm.
My photography business, vending machine, clothing line. I'm about to actually revamp everything and put it to one business so it can be for them.
Right.
So,
Definitely.
like, that's what I look at it, and what I think about legacy. That's what I think of, and that's what come to thought.
You mentioned the various things like the vending machines. That's part of like adding to your legacy, because your legacy is it provides that permission. You know what I'm saying, to the next generation, like your daughter, for instance, to take different paths or like explore new ideas. Like, you can start off and take over the vending machine business and then upgrade it to like the factory name. Now you selling hundreds of vending machines and different factories, and just, what I'm saying, that may not have been what you were doing when you were bringing a vending machine business, but you gave that permission and you created that lane to explore and expand within the business,
Right.
within the family too as well.
That's a fact.
And it's different aspects of legacy too. So you have legacy within your life, your school.
My bad. Can we cut it real quick?
Yeah.
My bad, y'all. We back to it. I had a, daddy duty never ends, but we back to it. Let's get back to it.
Ain't no doubt. So like we were saying, man, there's different aspects of legacy. You have a legacy in life, legacy within your school, legacy within parenthood, and your legacy within yourself spiritually. So with that being said, people always wonder, like, legacy. A lot of times people think that legacy is just, okay, if I got money, I could create my legacy.
Yeah.
When it's much more than just the funds and the money that you have. It's all about your core values.
That's true.
So with you creating your own legacy, what would you say your values are within your own legacy?
Well, I definitely say family for sure, because I value family, and that's very important to me. I'll say my other two, because it's a lot that I can really say. I'm gonna go with spiritually, and I'm gonna probably say the youth, like connecting to the youth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Okay. Well, for me, I would say definitely agree with you on the family aspect. I will also say community. So likewise with you, connecting with the youth, but also giving back. Not even just giving back to the youth, just giving back to the less fortunate in general.
Facts,
That's
yeah.
that's just something that part of, like, just growing up in Southeast and just seeing like the things around that was going on. I ain't just going to that law-based high school where, what I'm saying, it was those Saturdays when they outside and we selling food from the garden and we just doing a whole bunch of community service stuff. It's just like that molded me into always being able to give back. That's part of like what we do the podcast for too.
Yeah,
To just speak to someone who may be going through something and just, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Someone could be
fact.
watching this podcast and really gain some things from watching this, and
Yeah.
that's part of like the community thing that I value the most. And lastly, I would say hmm, I would say opportunities,
Okay.
meaning not just the word, but just always creating an opportunity. Because a lot of times people don't always have the same type of network. That's why they always say it's always good to network wherever you go.
Yeah, I love networking.
So
that's a fact.
if I'm someone who, I got this 14-year-old who's interested in this, and me being 28, I'm able to create an opportunity to give him the type of exposure. Like if he interested in going to the HBCU,
Yep.
we went to the very first HBCU, Lincoln
Mhm.
University, by the
know.
way. But he might want to know some things about college. Williams College actually, like, he might be a first generational college graduate, possibly. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be someone that can tell them, hey, let's go up to this school. You know what I'm saying? Or let me tell you about what college is about. Or let me tell you how important scholarships are. And it's not really just about, what I'm saying, getting that fast, because fast is not really enough. You know what I'm saying? These colleges are expensive. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take a little more, but FAFSA and just DC Tag, etc.
Yeah.
Not saying that we're not grateful for these things, but you can't just settle for the basic norms. You gotta
so many other.
You gotta really network your GPA, and that's something that I
Yes.
really didn't understand growing
Yes.
up. That's why I always emphasize it to the youth. Like, if you got a high GPA, definitely scholarships.
Yeah.
Get the money. It's like a NIL without that sport. You know what I'm saying? Just with your GPA.
Just with your GPA.
So definitely want to always network yourself.
Because it's out here, like, and that's what a lot of people don't know, bro. Like, these scholarships is out here. Like, Wizards give away 20 bands every year to like multiple kids. You know what I'm saying? There's 20 bands each. There's not 20 bands divided into like 10, 15 kids. No, there's 20 bands each.
Yeah.
And you get so much stuff. Getting a scholarship for being left-handed, and DC. I don't know if Maryland and Virginia do this, but I know DC give you 2 bands just for graduating from a DC school. So like, it's stuff. It's out here. Like, y'all just have to. First of all, y'all have to apply yourself. Let's start there. Apply yourself in order to get in these positions to apply for the scholarship.
Definitely.
Because they not accepting a 1.4 and 1.8, 2.1. Nah, some of these is GPA requirements that's involved. Like, y'all gotta understand, and that's what we was talking about in the last episode, from the last quote, when we was speaking about like your rights and your wrongs, and like just starting from your youth, basically, like getting it right then, when we touched on like the quote that we had
definitely
picked.
just touching on the youth. Like, I know what you're saying.
You just have to. It's out here. You just gotta apply yourself, and you just gotta really do it. Because shit, I didn't think that I could do it. I didn't think that I was gonna be graduate. I graduated with a 3.6 cumulative GPA. I was shocked to my damn self. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I knew that it was in me. I just had to like legit apply myself to do what I needed to do in order to like get to. Now I was able to get the FAFSA and get all these different other scholarships,
right?
And not pay for college, or not have my mom or my father stressing to pay for college. So it's it depends on you. It's all about you at the end of the day.
Right. So as we touch on our core values of creating our own legacy, I want to ask, do you feel like you're living in a way that represent those values?
Most definitely. Most definitely. Like I say, I touched on family, spiritually, and like the youth. I'm always connected to the youth. Whether that's on social media, or whether that's in the environment that I'm in the community that I'm in. I before I hopped into my IT career. I was at a I say high school. I was at a high school, but I was also at a middle school slash elementary school, and I was basically like a dean assistant there, and
Mm-hmm.
it was lit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it was cool for me, and I got more. I'm not gonna say recognition, but I got more of the kids' attention because I connected with them.
Right.
And not only that, I was myself.
Right.
Like not one kid would say that I was being something that I wasn't. No, I'm gonna tell you who I am. And then when they started to see, like, couple of my students, they see me around Congress Park. They see me around these different neighborhoods. They like, Mr. Dre, what you? I told y'all, I'm from this area. Like I be around. I know
Right.
folks. Like I know people.
Yeah.
But just showing them that like you can be from this area and really like be successful, really do
Mhm.
what you want to do. Because a lot of them was looking at me, and because I was telling them like I got this going on, I got that going on. Like this not my only, source of income. Like I got other stuff.
Right.
This just where I'm starting. So
Showing them how to create their own legacy. Exactly.
so it's that for sure with the youth in the community, because like they say, man, Monty Ma love the kids and the kids love Monty Ma.
Right.
Like,
Facts.
I feel like that's me. You feel
Facts.
me?
Yeah.
Spiritually, I'm in the church,
Yeah.
and not only in the church, because it just don't start there. Like I'm on 9 o'clock prayer every night, the banging prayers, lifting people up, and also calling out other people's name to shine light on their situations, or even to
Right.
guide them in their situations. So just me being able to get connected more with God, um, is a big thing for me. Because where I come from, that's not what you. I ain't gonna say that's not what you do, but a lot of the youngins is not focused on that.
Right.
So like being able to get connected with God, being able to know who He is, and like now I'm just trying to learn Him more. I be dancing,
Mhm.
miming, as they say. I'm a mime dancer. I want to get into like singing because I like a couple of them Charles Jenkins jumps. Real shit, bruh. Like, cause it's legit.
He
Like,
said the Charles.
hey, wait till I do it. You gonna be like, oh yeah, nah.
Dog.
Wait till I do it,
Nah,
bro.
for real.
But yeah, man, it's just that, and family. Like I'm big on family. I be hosting a lot of events, and a lot of
Yeah.
my events is family based. A lot of the people that be at the events are my family.
Right.
Every Juneteenth and every 4th of July, we throw a cookout, or like of course, the Independence Day, of course, 4th of July, because of the simple fact before we knew about Juneteenth, it was just 4th of July.
Mhm.
So we keep that going as well. But just celebrating Juneteenth, celebrating Black people, people in a whole, and just peace, good energy, good vibes, and
Yeah.
just
Definitely.
just definitely like good everything, man. Like y'all gonna see it this year. Like y'all gonna see it. Vibes from the South will be hosting that, and y'all gonna see how the outcome is. Like it's not just your average around.
Podcast. Yeah. We're gonna really drop
Yeah,
vlogs for
like
y'all. Like we're
yeah,
gonna show y'all, like, even though we talk about what we do here at the podcast, we actually gonna show y'all,
what
like,
we actually
we're actually
doing.
gonna be in our community. We're
Yeah,
actually trying
man.
to do connections where we collab and we get more personal with the youth. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's nothing wrong with being a leader.
Cause we
Like,
got heat for y'all, and it don't matter the
I'm telling you,
age. Like it
it
don't
don't.
matter the age.
And
Like
being a leader don't mean you got to be the richest either. You just
yeah,
got to be the one that's gonna be the change that you want to see. And
yeah.
a lot of people gonna come on here and do a podcast and just talk about what need to be changes. Nah, we actually gonna do vlogs. We gonna actually show y'all, like, Vibes from the South reporting live from the Boys and Girls Club, or
Yeah.
we reporting from X, Y, and Z. We ain't gonna give y'all too much, but y'all get the
Y'all
gist
going,
of what we
y'all get the
talking
drip.
about, though.
Y'all get what we kicking out, but we ain't about to say, and get into it, because at the end of the day, like, we more of action. But that's really, why I feel like I'm living and representing the values that I really out the top three that I name, because I'm really on that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
really doing that, and it can't really too many people say that I'm not, because I've actually, my social media, and it don't even got to be on social media, because a lot of stuff that I post, like, I don't ever like I don't post that 4th of July joint.
Yeah.
I want to, because I want the community to be involved, because I know that'll be something that can like make a lot of situations better. But I don't know. Someday, it depends on what the funds looking like.
Right.
It may be this year, maybe next year. We just never know. all I can say is God's plan for sure.
Yeah.
You know, it's already written. We just got to get through it. You're wasting your time trying to plan it out yourself.
Right. So I want to ask: is money the key source of creating your own legacy? I'm gonna touch on this too as well.
All right, because I was about to definitely ask you.
Yeah, definitely.
What
Yeah,
about,
I'm gonna touch on this as well. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna start. So, I don't believe that money is the key source of creating your own legacy, because you got to think of like history. You know what I'm saying? Like the historians that we grew up learning about in our books in school, like, you know, doing Black History Month, like Martin Luther King, for example. Like he created a legacy. I don't think in that time period he was the richest man, but he was like the richest man mentally, and he knew how to guide people and to lead people into where his vision was. You know, his I have a dream speech, etc. So
that's true.
I don't think that money is the key source of creating your own legacy, but it is a beneficial source because it helps you create more lanes depending on how you manage your money. Now, if you let money become, as they say, the root of all evil, and it's like now it's like you just got money. Like people still don't like you, you're still not happy, and you're still not really doing nothing to be the change that you want to see. So I don't think that money is a key source of creating your own legacy, but it's definitely a beneficial source. But it's like when you get money, and I myself can attest to this, growing up, I wasn't the best saver. You know what I'm saying? It's like I wanted to have nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I started to understand the importance of managing your money. So it's like when you get money, you should think save and not spend. A lot of times people think spend and then worry about saving later.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's like
they know they're gonna get it back.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what? Every 2-week check comes, but you gotta branch out of that mindset. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I'm not sitting up here and saying like I've automatically branched out of it, but I've worked towards branching out of that mindset because it's like the kind of life I want to live, we want to live with this podcast is much more than just relying on a every 2-week check. You know what I'm saying? Like it got to be a little bit more because we have a much bigger vision. Not like we have a vision where we get this money and we blowing it at the casino, buying yachts and all this unnecessary stuff, but trying to get like, you know what I'm saying, create more opportunities, like job opportunities, like more internships, like more partnerships, like things like that you can do with your money. So that's more part of being beneficial with the money than it being like a key source.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
with that.
even if you don't got money, you still have other things that you can use without money, but just the money gonna come later. You know what I'm saying? If you got things like consistency, you know what I'm saying? You involved, you active in your community, you have a business plan, you have in general vision of where you want to go.
Right.
Then it's like you could worry about the money later. Because as long as you keep working and you getting up and you being active every day trying to chase your purpose, chase your vision and get to where you want to go, then the money's just gonna come automatically. But you gotta know, you gotta, like how they say, you gotta crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through the triumphs before you get to the success.
That's a fact.
So yeah, that's just my take on how money isn't like the key source. It's just for, you know, a beneficial part.
I definitely could agree on that. And just to piggyback and say, people probably feel that way because in society, it's known that you have to have money, you have to have this, you gotta have that. So I feel as though a lot of people look at that and what's going on right now, and other people's situation. Like a lot of people was born with bread, you know. So I'm not gonna say a lot of these successful people was born with bread. I mean, of course the kids was, but the people that started it, you know, a lot of them wasn't born with that bread to start up. They had to work themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Like Ford failed how many times? Well, not even that. They said they couldn't. They said he couldn't even put a V6 in the car, but he made it happen. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just certain things. Steve Jobs started from the garage. Like, it's just little things. Like Amazon, like one of the biggest. Amazon was what? Probably just hit over 10 years.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest product distribution companies in the world.
Definitely.
You know, so like it's just like what I always tell people when it come down to anything that you're doing, because it don't matter. It's not just this or what you're doing, because it could be on the job. It could be like on the job as as a position.
Mhm.
It could be what you're doing. You could be a cameraman. You could be doing what we doing, podcasting, whatever you're doing, a rapper. I told my man the other day that was rapping, like, it only take one song.
Right.
One song. So it only take one video, one time for it to blow up and for you to blow up. But after that, how you want to handle that?
Right.
Because that's when money is the key of sources of creating your own legacy, because now you have everything that you need.
Right.
You don't need the money to create your own legacy. It's just a extra boost.
Yeah.
But you can create your own legacy without bread. We doing it now.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't get all this stuff that we got going on right
Off
now.
no PPP or none.
You
Like
know,
that.
or
Right.
somebody was
Right.
like, oh
Right.
yeah, here's some old
Right.
stuff.
Ain't
Yeah, y'all
no
can have
ain't no podcast scholarship or nothing like
Yeah.
that. Or,
Like,
or podcast loan. Ain't
you
none
know?
of that. This
So-
straight out of managing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So like, y'all gotta, like, basically whatever you want to do, believe in what you want to do, and don't be afraid. Like, our number one thing is being afraid and feeling like we need money to solve problems.
Right.
You kill those two, ain't no telling. The sky's the limit. Ain't no telling where you can go.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, like, you trying to play that catch up game and, oh, I gotta get this before I start it. No, all right. So even if you do gotta get this before you start it, what are you doing before then to get it?
Right.
So at the end of the day, you gotta start somewhere.
Definitely.
So that's my take. I'm
So
gonna take the go ahead.
Oh, my fault. So as we touch on money, right? Let's touch on the second topic we're gonna talk about today, which is generational health. So what is generational health?
Well,
Oh, I said health, right?
Yeah.
Oh, health is wealth. Y'all knew what I meant. So
and health is important too. So
generational wealth. My fault,
Yeah.
y'all. Y'all knew what I meant. But generational wealth is wealth or assets that are passed from one generation to the next.
Mhm.
So how I want to start this off is generational wealth only for the rich? Ask yourself that too if you're watching this.
Definitely ask yourself that. Before I get into that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the
Definitely.
channel.
Definitely.
Vibes from the South. We're gonna keep bringing heat. We're gonna keep bringing content. Keep showing the love, and
We
gonna
appreciate
keep putting
all
out
the love we
everything.
got right now.
For
Like I
sure.
think we got like 21 subscribers right now.
22. I just looked at it, and it could be more, but I know that was like 2 days ago. It was like 22 subscribers. So
Okay, cool. Well, all
That's-
22 of y'all, shout out to
Yeah.
y'all. We appreciate y'all. We on the road to, let's say 100.
Yeah,
Well,
we're gonna say
50.
100.
Let's say 50.
We're gonna say
We're
50,
We're gonna keep
yeah.
on 50. We're on the road to 50 subscribers, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a
Yup.
friend. Vibes from the South.
and if we get to that 50 by, I'll say, episode 4 or 5, we might just bring a guest on for him or something.
Hey, I
bro.
like
I
that.
don't know.
We got a list
we-
of guests
yeah.
already. I know people hit us up and you know they let us know that they want to come on the show. We already got our list of people
So
that we want to come already. Like,
And
you know what I'm saying? We
definitely.
plan way ahead for this, and we definitely can't wait to show you guys our network and what we got
Mhm.
to bring to you guys here at Vibes from the South.
Definitely. So even if y'all want to see certain guests, certain people, make sure y'all comment under the Instagram, the YouTube, and just let us know. Preferably the YouTube. Just let us know like what y'all want, who y'all want to see. Even if it's topics that y'all want us to really touch on, let us know. Because at the end of the day, it's not always about us. It's about y'all too. So if y'all want to hear us talk about a certain topic, let's do it. But let's get into this second topic though. Is generational wealth only for the rich? No, it is not only for the rich. It's just easier for the rich
Right.
because of the simple fact they're already rich.
Right.
They're already in place.
Right.
So people like us, people like our good man cameraman Jeff, that's creating a generational wealth. And understand, you don't have to have an immediate family for you to create generational wealth. It can
Right.
be just for you. It can be you can be the rich auntie, the rich uncle, or whatever the case may be. You can just be that person that create the generational wealth for your family. That's taking a different angle. But nah, you just have to think outside the box and want to be different. Want that want the generational wealth, want better for your kids and your kids' kids and stuff like that. But nah, I don't think so because I'm starting my generational wealth right now. Both my kids got savings accounts, CD accounts. I got to get my youngest daughter into the Harrisboro company for their stocks. But my oldest daughter, she got stocks in there as well. I'm looking at putting in stocks into Disney. I told myself I'm not taking my kids to Disney until I put stocks in there.
Right.
That way, when I go, I'm paying us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So you looking sweet. You looking sweet.
Yeah.
That's a solid plan. That's
You
like a
know
little
what I'm saying?
monopoly play
You
for
get
sure.
me?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like, and that's the way of creating generational wealth. My
Mhm.
vending machines, the clothing line, the photography thing, all of that is getting revamped to under one umbrella, and it's going to be Harley and Halo Incorporation, which is my two daughters.
Right.
So when they get older, by the time they even go to school, they're going to have businesses. They're going to be, have LLC businesses of that,
Mhm.
be owners of businesses that they can choose to, do whatever they want to do with it. And also, every time I get paid, my daughters get paid. I set bread to the side for them to make sure that at the end of the day, they're good. And it's not only for the right now. Like, that money is getting put up for a certain time. Like, they getting that when they 18.
Right.
So when they get 18, it's, all right, Daddy, I want to go to college. All right, you can go to college and take this bread. All right, Daddy, I want to stay home and I want to get a trade or finish the business. All right, here, take this. And whatever I create in this city is yours as well.
Exactly.
Homes, cars, all of that stuff. Because once I did my job, Daddy
Hey,
out.
yeah,
I'm
for
going to
sure.
an island or something.
It's time to create your own legacy.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Because I still got things that I like to do and want to do and like to see for myself
Right.
as well. So,
Right.
and one of the things is living on an island. I don't want to be in DC for the rest of my life. I don't want to be in the state. I love being on islands.
Yeah.
When I first started traveling with this golf stuff, we went to islands: Bahamas, Hawaii, St. Barnabas. I said Barbados. St. Lucia.
I saw what you said. You said St. Barnabas. That's because we just came from the Staples over there, though. Wow. Hey, now St. Barnabas funny.
Hey, nah.
Yeah.
Hey, St. Lucia. But like, this all them different places, like the Bahamas, all them different places, like being able to explore and seeing different. Like, I like that. So that's my plan and what I'm really doing it for, and my version of like generational wealth on my end, and what I'm creating for my kids to be, a better them and better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to set my kids up better than what my parents did. I'm not saying that they didn't do a good job; they did a phenomenal job. But what I'm saying is, I want them to have different options. Whether that's, Daddy, I want to go to college, or Daddy, I want to stay home. All right, but you still got money to do both, and still be creative to live your life.
Right.
And also they're gonna learn like what's the value of $1 as we get older. So when they do get 18, they're not messing the money up, and they're not just spending it on a Gucci and a Louis and just spending just dumbness on dumb stuff because that's what they want right then and there.
Right.
So that's my take on is generational wealth only for the rich. What about you, bro?
I don't think generational wealth is only for the rich, simply because of like the various things that you touched on, but definitely because of, I just feel like as an adult, you realize that money isn't really nothing but just a bonus, for real, for real. Like, I used to think growing up, like, if I had all this money, I'd be X, Y, and Z, I'd be so happy. And then it's like, as an adult, it's like,
when you touch it,
it's like if I had all this money, it's like that shit goes straight to bills, like majority bills, student loans, rent, etc. So it's just like money don't really make you that happy. It just is a bonus so you can just get the barriers off your back.
That's all.
And of life, you know what I'm saying? Of everything.
And not to cut you off, but the question is, because what you said, do you really get the barriers off your back with the bread? Because as they say, it's more money,
don't,
more
because
problems.
I'm about to say, because even still, it's not like you just pay your bills once. You pay them every month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
and
like
multiple people bills.
exactly. So it's like, and then you got to think of, especially if you like a investor too. You also
Yeah.
got to take of the wins and losses of investing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like money don't really make you that happy. It's just a bonus. I don't know why. I'm gonna think of a better word one of these days, but it's just like a bonus to me because
a temporary feeling, a bonus. Yeah,
it's just a temporary feeling for real. But it's like you can't let it get to your head. You always got to think like I said earlier, save before you spend. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna spend a little, make sure you save a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just do things like that, and that's why that was actually my next topic I wanted to touch on is that money don't really make you happy for real. For real.
Nah, I don't think so.
It's good. It's a good feeling, but it's a good temporary feeling because when you think about all the things you got in life that you gotta pay for, or even just want to set yourself up for, you realize that all right, this money I gotta stack it. Like even if I get paid this day, I still gotta think about the summertime, which is approaching. Then once you get to the summertime, you gotta think about what? Christmas time, and then it's like now it's like we in the new year. And then we doing that shit all the way back over. Then we go from the new year. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You might got a lady, you might not got a lady, you know what I'm saying? This is anybody watching, but then you got Valentine's Day. Then you got her birthday, and then you got the various anniversaries, and then you got your mom's birthday, you got your kids' birthday, you got everything, but everybody's birthday. Because not saying it like to nag, but you have priorities in which you want to have yourself in and to accomplish. So you can't let this money just be like, all right, I'm happy I got this little 1,500, or I got this little 2 bands or something like that. So I'm about to go to the club, go to the section, about to blow it right quick. It's been a stressful work week. Nah, just sit back, stay consistent, do other extracurricular things like working out. Like I like working out. You know what I'm saying? I like doing a podcast. Those things that make me happy. But it's like the money is just like the bonus to where it's like, all right, we got the money with this podcast now. Now we can get a studio. Vibes from the South studio. Now we can have just enhance your life. Like you gotta look at it as an enhancement. Don't look at it as though it's like just a golden ticket for you to spend.
Because that's all they be thinking about. Spend. Had the latest. This, that, third. Stuff don't be important.
But as y'all always know, here at Vibes from the South, man, we talk about the Black-owned businesses that we got on for today. And for me, I have on Campaign. I found out about Campaign like in 2020 or like 2021. I want to say around that time. The guy who creates it, his name is Malik. Shout out him, Malik. Shout out you, bro. I'm definitely a supporter of this brand, man. I'm trying to get the green suit soon too. Well, not the suit, but it was just like a crew neck and a pants type thing. But it's getting hot, so I might just gotta hold off on that and wait till the summer drop. But definitely, man, y'all tap in with the Campaign, man. His Instagram. His Instagram is
That's the crown with the flag. Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, it's like it make me think of like the J. Cole album.
Yeah.
In a way, you know what I'm saying? So y'all definitely tap in. I think the Instagram is the Campaign Way. And we're gonna put it on the reel on the Instagram page. Make sure y'all tap in with them, the Campaign Way. It's a great brand. It's a hot brand in the city. To me personally, that's how I feel because I see like the twins was modeling for him.
Okay.
And the crew neck I was talking about. So it's definitely a popping name. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Support Black-owned businesses, man. That's all we here for. Shout out the Campaign Way. Shout out Leak. We're gonna keep supporting you.
Definitely shout out you, Leak, man. Keep doing your thing, brother. Keep striving.
Definitely.
What I got on today, I only got one person on today. I got on my good brother, my man Jason. His brand is called Apostle. Apostle basically stands for inspiring people, overcoming situations of life.
Yeah.
So like basically like their thing is like, you know, it's like a motivational type of clothing line. They just, you know, trying to inspire people through their brand. They have different variants of stuff, designs, shirts, hoodies, everything. This one of the sweaters that I got on right now. I like this design because you can wear this with anything. Like I wore this with my Yeezys. I got this on with my
it made me think
right
of what's the jump? Grown Up Shooters.
Yeah.
Oh no, and Sabiato a little bit too though.
A little bit of Saab, but definitely the Shooters for sure.
Yeah.
But definitely like all the colors you can wear this. You can swag this with anything.
Yeah.
I done hit this with the phones. I got this on with the ones right now. The Yeezys, like you can switch it up, like because they got all the colors, man. So
I definitely like the mix up of colors on that joint. Yeah, definitely.
Nice little joint, and it had like it's different. I'm gonna show you the difference on this joint, right? So you know how everybody got the sides and the inside.
Yeah, heads on the outside. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, that's a little
Smooth,
different. Yeah,
little different.
and
Like
you got like a little logo right there too. That was
you
like an
feel me?
owl
You
or something like
peeped it,
that.
yup.
Yeah, yeah,
You
definitely.
peep. So like it's just like little stuff, like little details and techniques that they do. Um, the shirts be popping too because they got like they throw different designs on there and everything, and they got the shooting star as well and
Yeah.
everything. And like their slogan is like everybody a star.
Right.
You know, it's
Nah,
it's
that's hard.
apostle. So like you
Everybody
know,
stop.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like it's you know it's inspiring. So whenever y'all get a chance, check Apostle out. Apostle Views Official, Apostle Views _ official on Instagram. But we're gonna make sure that y'all that we put it underneath in the comments. And just check him out, man. Black owned business, good guy, good dude, good vibe. So definitely check him out.
Definitely. Before we close out, man, we're gonna talk about the sports, man. So sports, man. There's been a lot of stuff going on in today's sports in America, man. Number one is women's college basketball. So definitely, South Carolina won. Congrats to them.
Definitely, shout out to South Carolina.
That was a good game. Definitely by a well-respected and very humble and dedicated coach. And she's a woman as well, so definitely Black Queen. Shout out to her. And you see, she gave all her praises to God.
To God, you
which
feel
is
me?
definitely a hard thing to do too. Yeah, like that was definitely great.
Yeah,
like her whole post game, I felt that like she was very dedicated and
she
the
deserved
mission
it.
and the drive of getting that championship.
Yep, she deserved that. I will say that. When you got God behind you, you see what happens.
Definitely.
You know, that's all I can really say and touch on. So, but definitely, shout out to the coach over there in South Carolina. We're gonna talk about various things, March Madness as well.
Definitely.
How you feel about March Madness, bro?
It was good. I think that the women somewhat outshined the men this year because before we started,
I was the only one.
Before we started, I did forgot who won the men's tournament, bro. Like I ain't even lying. Like I forgot.
Nah, facts.
Because women's been so lit. I just been tuned in with the women. So
they been lit.
Caitlin Clark, Angel, Flau'jae, Aaliyah Edwards, Juju, Paige, like it's been some Camila Cardoza. It's been some well names, and it's like shouts out to all of them. You know what I'm saying? And congrats to those who were drafted as well. You know, I think Paige and Juju they come out next year or probably whenever another year.
I just got on to Juju. I like her.
Yeah,
I like her style. She tough.
Yeah, Juju got a little time though. She a freshman.
Yeah.
No, her name like Juju Watkins, I think.
Okay.
Her last name Juju Watkins.
I might be talking about somebody else then. She be with the Kobe stuff.
I don't know. She played for USC though.
I don't know. I gotta see. I be looking at. It's so many women hoopers that's really hooping right now.
Yeah, I'm a big Paige fan.
Okay,
she played for UConn. I'm a huge. I've been following her since she was playing like AAU though.
Okay,
like,
that's
years ago. That's why I got so much high praise on her. But
that's what's up.
Definitely speaking of those names, I feel like now as women's basketball is starting to like evolve into like very more popular and things like that. I feel like they should be paid more. Like those underpaid salaries. Like I was on Instagram the other day and I seen a post that said that the Mystics game against the Indiana Fever, you know, that's what Caitlin Clark plays. They moved it from, you know, where it's at the St. Elizabeth at the little I think it's like Monumental or something like that. They moved it from there to Capital One. I've never seen that before. A WNBA game be moved. Tickets sold out so much to see that game, they had to move it to Capital One. And even those tickets are high. So, like, that just shows, like, to these WNBA owners or just people of higher power within the WNBA, like, pay these women, man.
Yeah, they definitely deserve it. And
they working hard for what they got. And it's not like I'm saying, it's not like I'm saying pay them just because they dropped 30. Pay them because of the impact they have on the sport and how they're inspiring young hoopers right now, young female hoopers, that they can be put in a position to chase their dreams and get to the WNBA. Because like just like the men get paid, the women should get paid.
Women should get paid.
They can sell out just as more. I think like as years progress, they're gonna have to play at the same venue as the men.
I feel like women's basketball, and like people probably gonna give me some backlash about this, bro, but I don't care, bro. I feel like women's basketball way more competitive than the men's. Hit me out. We can look like now it's playoffs. Of course these niggas gonna go. But even in the playoffs, they not going. Look at KD. Everybody I got a little group chat that I be sending the best to. Man, you keep disrespecting KD. KD can't even give me 20. The fuck? Like, come on. Like, everybody keeps screaming KD.
Yeah.
Nigga, you can't scream KD to somebody that was screaming KD. Like, I was a KD. I called KD my little brother. Like, I fuck with KD. Like, I'm not about to sit here and cap.
Yeah.
But I know his time is well gone.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact, and I knew that when he left OKC. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, I fuck with KD. I'm not even one of them. Oh, I don't fuck. No, I fuck with KD. He from the city for one. Yeah. So like, come on now, that's out of the picture. But two, like, he just missed his time. Yeah, he just missed his. It's like that window closed for him. People thinking this is still open. It's still a little crack, but I don't think that crack is. I think that crack been shut because it's man. He's just every year his game like dissolves. Definitely. It get worse and worse every year. Like, that's not to say
I ain't gonna say worse. Not his game get worse, but his impact to the game.
Okay, yeah.
Like, he can still come out there and give you buckets on a good
sure.
day,
I'm not gonna take that.
But his impact, just like LeBron. Yeah. Everybody can't think 39-year-old LeBron James is about to do the same thing he was doing with the Miami Heat.
Not every night.
Not every night, right?
Every 2 months.
You feel me? or every other game or something. It's the playoff. But you can't think like 39-year-old LeBron. Yeah, he's arguably one of the GOATs. Yeah. But he's 39. Even if he says he's in good shape, that's 39. Yeah. Not 29. He's about 39. To go into the fourth quarter.
And not to mention, he's been hooping
since 18. Since 18. So it's like
for 30 years. So
you gotta cut that man some slack. Like, it's like he's one of the arguable greats, but he's 39. Yeah. These youngins is out here looking at Bron like this. I'm pretty sure like Ja Morant, all them young hoopers probably like, yeah, that's the OG, but OG gotta get this smoke. It's a young dude world. Look how Anthony Edwards dragging on KD,
cooked his ass,
and Bill and Booker and them. He letting them know it's a young man's world now.
That shit personal, bro.
I think he's just showing him it's a sheriffing time.
You think? I mean, for sure that. But understand that shit personal. Yeah. I ain't gonna speak on it because that's not that podcast. Yeah. We don't do that. But I'm gonna let you know after this podcast. But that shit personal. But definitely like letting niggas know that's the new sheriff in town. And these young niggas need to, because these old niggas definitely washed the fuck up. Now some of them, but like this new game and this new era, like I like these youngins. These youngins trying to hoop. Yeah. Like all that getting out the way, want to shoot your life out, Steph Curry, 3, swish. No, fuck that shit. Go to the basket. Like I'm about getting a bucket. Like let's get a certified bucket. Now I'm not saying the 3 is never a certified bucket, but let's get that tough bucket. Right. Like I've been about that. Like anybody that know me, when I played for Tech and NCP, I'm the one that's getting the rebound. Smallest one out there. Right. Like, I'm the one driving, going to the basket because I'm trying to get that bucket. I'm trying to get the foul. I'm trying to get that tough basket. But, man, it's too much showboating. Like, these young niggas now, like, they really hooping. And they really hooping. So, like, I fuck with that.
Let's take a switch on the sport. All right? Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia. Did you watch that fight?
You know I watched that shit. I've been waiting on this, nigga.
Dog. I'm in the group chat. I'm telling the guys, I'm like, man, did you see what Haney did to Regis? Because I ain't going to lie. When Haney was about to fight Regis, I was kind of with Regis. Yeah. Because I was like, with that Haney and Cambosis, I think that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Who he fought? Or Locachino? One of the two.
One of them.
It was one of the two. That fight, I felt like he lost. But when he fought Regis, bro, he was putting belt to Regis. Like, I ain't never seen that type of Devin Haney. So he won me off that one. Mm-hmm. But when he fought Ryan, it just was like, I don't know, bro. I feel like Floyd just gave him some type of different type of game plan, to where Devin just couldn't he couldn't manage, bro. It was just like,
I feel like a little bit of that, bro. And not to cut you off, I feel like a little bit of that. And I don't mean to be on my phone, but I'm just trying to show niggas that I bet it on Ryan. I bet it on Ryan, bro, because one, like, I'm big on sayings, bro. You know they say the loudest nigga in the room always the nigga that goes down first.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, right? Y'all probably can't. Ryan Garcia, like, and I bet it twice. I bet it on the money line, bro, and I bet it on the buy points and technical decision.
Okay.
I wasn't fucking around because he was Devin Haney was he was on some like
super cool,
super cocky. Like that shit was worse than Adrian Broner. Like you know,
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Because Bronner got up real looking like he was doing a chicken noodle soup though. Like when he got knocked down by that foreign dude, he got up like.
Oh yeah, no,
that shit looked like he said, "In the name of Jesus, like let me get up." Like that's how he got up, bro.
But like, shorty, man, I was more disappointed than trying to drag. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Like, granted, I was talking my shit in the chat. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in this bitch. I'm dragging, bro. Cause like and the only reason I was taking it that route because it was like you said all of this, man, and like you didn't even perform half that you said you was going to do.
Right.
And I'm not judging. It is what it is. You know, everybody have their days. You know, and it just happened to be a great fight for Ryan and a bad fight for
Devin.
For Devin, but part of me feel like shit was script, but it be what it be.
Yeah.
Cause it's just so like certain shit just don't be looking right. But I just let it be with it is what it is. Like who is me?
Yeah.
Like who am I? But at the end of the day, like I'm proud of both of them. I hope that we can see another fight. I hope Devin that he can prove himself and regroup and actually get another chance for his belt because I mean Ryan Garcia deserved it. He earned it that night.
Yeah.
He worked hard for it. So whatever Floyd said, definitely worked. But not only that though, bro. Excuse me. Not only that, I also want to touch bases on what Devin Haney didn't do. And it's not to compare, but I also just want to point out like the slight fact. When Ryan Garcia fought Tank, I don't know if you remember or saw it. Tank was protecting that left hook.
Yeah, he was touching it.
He was touching it.
Yeah, every single time to take it away.
Every single time.
Devin wasn't doing that. I seen the video for that. Yeah.
Not one time, bro.
He was just letting him throw it.
Just letting them throw it.
Thinking he could dodge it.
So, like, just the little things like that was like, the reason that Ryan was the top fighter in that fight because I mean I ain't gonna say that's pretty much all he has, but that's his powerful move.
And I feel like he had on them soft ass shoes. Did you see them? Them Jones look like Reggie.
Man,
that nigga had on Reggie shoes, man. I'm like, that's why the fuck you get knocked out. You got on them Duck Jones. Hey, ladies, y'all watch this Jones. What's them boots the ladies like to get? I think they call Hunter Jones. Hunter boots.
Oh,
bruh.
I know what you talking about.
He had on some little Hunter Jones, bruh. I'm like, he had some Reggie Hunters on.
Hunger Game Jones. Yeah, I know exactly what she's talking
about. Little Frodo Jones. You feel me? Nah, man. Definitely. But look, man, before we go, we always close out with the holla if you hear me quote, man. Mm-hmm. So the first quote I'm gonna read off, and you can read off the second one. The secret of life is to fall 7 times and to get up 8 times. When you hear that, what do you think?
Shit. You gotta fail before you succeed. You can't. I'm gonna say it like this. Nothing in life that's deserving or that's worth having is a straight, narrow path.
Right.
You're going to make a right. You're going to make a left. 2 rights, bust a U, make a U-turn, come back down the road. Make a left, make a right, make a U-turn, go back down the road again to get to where you're going at.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, if you think doing this and going to the top and shooting to the top is going to impact or going to help what you do, it's not.
Right.
It's not. Like, we're just like this podcast. It's going to be the time. We just starting out, so it's going to be a slow grind. We got to go through the obstacles. We got to go through the turns, the U-turns, the downfalls, and that's not even say about us. It's just what we touch on, what we talk about. A lot of people may not agree or may not feel that way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I respect everybody's opinion. But in order to succeed, you got to keep going, no matter the route, no matter the how many times you fall. Because at the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, and when we just touched bases about South Carolina coach, you keep God with you, nothing is impossible to conquer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is possible when you have God, because He's going to guide you at the end of the day. So as long as you believe in His, like what He already have planned and laid out for you, and know that it's the right, you're gonna do what you got to do, and then you're gonna get there. It's just timing. I always tell people, everybody got their different time. So you can't look at the next person and be like, well, damn, why I ain't making it? I'm more funnier than him, because it's not your time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like everybody, you may wake up tomorrow and nigga Kevin Hart may hit you and say, I want you on my tour.
Yeah.
You never know, bro.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, whomever. Like it could be anybody, bro. You just never know the opportunities that you have in front of you if you just keep going, no matter the obstacle, no matter the route, no matter what you're doing. Like it's going to be rough,
Right.
and that's okay. So the question is, when it's rough, are you going to give up? Because when you get to the top, when you get to where you need to be, the shit gonna be even harder to keep it. That's what people not understanding.
Right.
When you get to that successful top, and you get to the making however much money you want to make, whether that's $1,000 a week, $1,000 a day, $500,000 a year, whatever you want to do, you still gotta not even gonna say portray. You still gotta withhold a certain image and a certain person to keep that success. Like, think about it. Golf.
Yeah.
When Tiger Woods started messing around with them females, shit shot down. It was a wrap. Not saying it was a wrap for his career, but he was looked at different. So I just looked at it like that. But if he would have kept going, no matter the downplay and what he was dealing with and what he was doing and what he was going through, he would have kept going. Right? No telling where he'd be right now.
Right.
You know. But you learn, you live and you learn. But at the same time, you just gotta really keep going, no matter the situation, no matter what you're doing, no matter how it's looking, no matter how blurry or shady it's looking. Just keep going. Keep God and keep going. That's all. The 2 G's.
Definitely. Definitely. Oh, you got the second one.
Yeah. So the second one say, it takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan.
Okay.
Talk to me. What you think?
Cool. So to me, that just means it's all about your effort. They say energy, effort. So it's all about, if I go to sleep tonight and I wish that, or I have a dream that I was the best like comedian ever, and that's something that I want to do, then I just got to put just as much effort into that dream, into making it a reality. So it's like, you can wish a million things. I wish Sally Mae stopped calling my phone from student loan plans. You know what I'm saying? For payments. I wish she stopped calling me. So it's a lot of things that we wish, but we got to follow the plan of this Sally Mae to stop calling me just as much as she. You know what I'm saying? I got to put the effort to the resolution as to the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, whatever you wish and whatever you want to do in life, just find the plan to do it, because somebody else did it. They had to inspire you. So if they can do it, why don't you do it? You gotta understand, like you just touched on. You gotta understand the road that come with it. It don't come with every day is gonna be a sunny day. Sometimes it might rain. I ain't gonna lie, Glorilla Jai like said her thing when she said, at the end of the day gotta end. Yeah. Because I'm like, for real. That's law though, because it's like,
that's why
you can have a bad day. You can have a bad day today.
Yeah.
And when the day ends, tomorrow could be the best day of your life.
Facts.
So just put as much effort and energy as to what you wish wasn't, or what you wish was in your life, into the plan. And that's how you're going to get to where you want to be.
That's a fact.
But with that being said, episode 2, y'all. We 2 episodes in. We're going to keep going. We thank y'all. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. Keep tuning in. Once again, I'm your co-host, Kels.
And I'm your co-host, Dre.
And this is Vibes from the South. Catch y'all the next time.